Alright, so for whatever reason, my camera decided to pop out. Slide this thing back so I can sit my fat ass down. But I'm not so fat now, I can't really say that. I'm down to 232, so I'm 3 pounds lighter than the day I graduated high school. And it isn't because of me being sick either. It's because I wanted to lose the weight, and I did it. I was 379, and now I'm 232. And I did it in about 17 months altogether. And now I wish I had some of that weight back that I've gotten kind of sick. It'd be nice to have that to draw on. So I got these treasure hunts. See right there's the gold logo on the white card right there. You can see it. It's the treasure hunt of the Beatles Yellow Submarine. This was the harder one to find. Okay, this was not an easy pull by any means. And I have, well, there's one right there. Here's another one right here. And the only difference between the two, there is none on this one, but when you get the different one, the guys are bigger. That's how you tell the difference of the regular release from the treasure hunt. The treasure hunt, the guys are smaller. And they have the little gold mark signifying that they are indeed a treasure hunt. Here is the Alpha Pursuit police car. So in each one of these slots, I fit like a maximum number of cars. And like I wanted to get the color of the rainbow, they call it. So I would get, anytime there was a color change or a rim change, I would try and grab the variations. And as well as all the new ones and all the different rim styles. So I wanted to have a master collection of these. This is the Tesla Model 3. I don't think that one's the treasure hunt, super treasure hunt. But I may have one of these floating around there as well, because it was a Tesla first year release. I decided to get as many of them thrown in as I could. I mean, it's a rookie. And same thing with this blue Porsche Spider. When this came out, I went crazy on them because they were really sharp compared to many of the other cars that I was seeing in the set. And there's the Mazda RX-7. And this is that's a really nice car. Hot Wheels does a very good job in the replication department and just how true to form their designs are. I like that. I appreciate that as a collector. It's nice to see that they take the time. There's the Honda S2000. So I've gone through and meticulously put this set together, and I have all of the keys. Okay, here's a really nice Jaguar. Okay, and then I have the little shorty that came in the Track Stars series. So I've got a little bit of everything in here, and a whole lot of treasure hunts. There's another one. This is the 65 Ford Galaxy. There's the gold stamp, clearly visible. And supposedly the stamp of the treasure hunt is on the car somewhere. It might be on the other side, but you can plainly see the gold stamp. So I've got that one. Here's another one, Street Leader. You can plainly see the gold stamp. So these are the ones that everybody looks for, and some of these are really hard to find. They really are. I get it now why people go so bonkers over these things, and they are fun to collect, just like sports cards and other stuff. Now here's the 2011 Arkham Asylum Batmobile. This was one of the treasure hunts last year. I did not find one of these, unfortunately. I didn't want to cheat either and go online and just buy it. So, I know. Here's the 64 Buick Riviera Hot Wheels art car. Yeah, I know, Boo. Right now, my little dog is kind of freaking out. Oh, I love you, honey. Did you miss Daddy? Yeah. My girl. You know, Daddy doesn't feel good, huh? That's my boo-boo. I love you. Alright, I gotta keep doing what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. There's another one of those. And here's another one. For some reason, this one's not wanting to, like, come into focus. Here's another one. Now, there are variations on those wheels. I just showed you the gold one. There's the blue one. And just so we're clear, there's the gold one. There's the blue one. So I've done, you know, the numbers are the same. There's nothing different other than the wheels. Here's the Batcopter. Here's the purple Batcopter. I have both variations of that, as well as, boom. Is this a treasure hunt? Nope. It's just the Dark Knight Batmobile. Another blue one. Another blue one. There's the TV show one. There's another TV show one. So, like, I've got multiples and multiples of everything. And, like, the Batmobiles and the Batman stuff, I got the different color variations now. I also have that with other cars inside of this box. So there were other cars within the set that had variations within them. Just like that. And I wanted to make sure I had them all, because that's just the kind of collector I am. Here's the Shelby. So another one. 67 Shelby GT500. Really nice. It has gold rims on the front and silver rims on the back. So, you know, there's some of these are, I guess, maybe supposed to be that way, but I've also heard that a great deal of them aren't. It was just, that was what, that day they ran out of wheels, and that's what you got. So here's a 49 Merc. Another custom Ford Maverick. This is a nice one too. Another Maverick. Another Maverick. 73 Ford Falcon. See, I grabbed everything that had gold and chrome, and I went crazy this year. And it was actually, I went crazy last year. I did it for 2020 because I figured how many people were really working on Hot Wheels with COVID going on. And actually, there were a lot of us. We were fighting on the pegs all the time for stuff. So I got into vintage too, and I ended up buying vintage boxes and opening them and getting treasure hunts galore. I opened one 72 count box, and every single car was a treasure hunt. It was purchased on the secondary market by Mark, from a company I work for, and every single car in that particular eBay lot came in as a treasure hunt, and they, I don't know how much they must have paid money for it to get it in there in time for me to purchase it, because she placed her order and it was there in no time. So I bought all 72 treasure hunts. Here's Buns of Steel. This one is not the treasure hunt variation. Here's the Poison Arrow. I got several of this one too that you're going to find inside of these boxes. Here's the Triceratruck as a treasure hunt. You can see the stamp right there. And there it is. Got Triceratops, kind of. And then we have a Ford Falcon again. And that's what I did in these boxes. Here's a Thomas the Train, new for 2020. I believe this is a treasure hunt, but I'm not sure. I can't tell. I don't cheat and go online like some of these guys do. I like to just find them. So there's that one. I don't think it's a treasure hunt. And I thought I had a Buns of Steel treasure hunt, but maybe I don't. I have treasure hunts to go back into the 90s, the late 90s. So I'm just showing you this particular box. It's a pixel shaker. And I guess you can, it shows that you can hook a guy onto the back of it. So the cart guy that's hanging off of the cart, yeah, that's the special feature. You can hook him to the back of that and he can like hang on tight. That's kind of cool. And this is the Gotta Go toilet car. And I thought this was hysterical. So when I found a 98, I think it is, of this, 1998, and the toilet bowl was different, and there were like 10 of them. So I bought them. I was giving them out to the kids at work. It's a toilet car. It's funny. So you will get 9 of these display cases that are full of this stuff. And some are more full than others. Some are less full than others. Here's Grand Cross. I fit as many as I could based on the size, as you can see. I rotate card to card until I get to the end. So you never know what's going to be in any given stack of cars. I mean, here's the 92 Ford Mustang. And like I hand-picked every one of these cars, okay? These came from multiple places. So what would happen is I would buy the display case. I would buy every car in it that I liked, including all the treasure hunts usually, and every car that I liked, and in 2020. And I ended up getting just multiples upon multiples of rare cars. I had no idea, and harder to find cars. And just because I was shopping by what I liked, by what moved me. So I put together a very, very, very interesting collection. And when I started buying those vintage 72 count boxes that were full of treasure hunts and other vintage cars, there's the Mustang Boss 69 with the green rims. This was a very hard one to find. This was one out of about, I can't even tell you how many thousand cars I went through to get one of these. It was really difficult. Every one I collected by hand. There's another one. And there's another one. I happened to get a hot case around Christmas. I remember when I got them. It's funny how collecting these works and how you remember, you know, standing in line and whatever else. So each slot is going to be filled just like that. And there's more. I'm pretty sure I got significantly more than 144 in each one of these because you can see I maximized my space. And I did. I fit as many as you could. All right. And it's fun to go through these. It really is. You're going to have a blast. If I'm having fun now going through them a second time, just wait till you get to go through them the first time. So, like, I also went nuts on these particular vehicles. Notice the wheels. They have muddy wheels for the first time this year. And in some of the vehicles, they have mud splattered on the side of them that's painted on, which is really cool. And I've given a few of those away to the kids this year. This is the muddy, or no, this is the black wheeled variation. Now there's a muddy wheel variation, which I'm going to put in another bag here or another box after a bit. They just came out the other day for 2021. And I happened to hit the pegs up at the local dollar store, and I found this one. So it's just like that red one you just saw, except it has the muddy wheels and a different paint job. And if you ask me, this is the best paint job out of them all. There's about 8 different variations of this car. I have, I believe, all of them. Taste the rainbow, baby. So, and then, well, I might as well just go through these now, too. I got this one today. And it's the RX-3. And there's just something about this one I like. This is a really nice first release for 2021. There's the 98 Honda Prelude. And you can see the paint just glows. I don't know why the focus is off on this thing. Phobos. Daddy's got his cars. Yeah. Shaped like a coffin. It's called the rigger motor. It's got skulls for wheels. So, you're going to get all this. Okay? Here's another treasure hunt. Street Wiener, again, same one. These boxes are just filled with these. There's Deep Limp. This is what I mean by old ones. When I started getting into the 2000s, the early 2000s, and then 2000, the year my son was born, I bought little Ed, my son. This is my favorite car. It's called the Night Shifter. This was my favorite car of the year. It's all golded out and everything, and it's got the Hot Wheels logos on it everywhere. And I went through, well, you see here, I built 9 cases by hand, and I found one of these, I believe. Just one. Here, I also found one of these, 64 Chevy Impala with the hood scoop motor and the low profile tires in gold. Here's the police vehicle. This was another one that wasn't real easy to find this year. Pretty cool. I did get another one. I believe I got another one. That's the Alpha Pursuit. So I remember packing this box months ago. It's funny when I start seeing these cars again. There's another one of that one. And there's another one of that one. So you can see I got heavy duplication on the stuff that was rare, or rarer anyway, when I saw my body. So I have the best of the best in this collection. And I have duplication like that with treasure hunts, which is cool because you just don't see that when you're going through the Hot Wheels collection. Yeah, there's some treasure hunts in there, but if the person hasn't really gone online and specifically purchased treasure hunts, a lot of times these collections will be light when it comes to the treasure hunts. Now, my collection isn't. My collection is heavy, heavy, heavy in treasure hunts. And you can see that just based on this one box. Look how many I've been able to show you just offhand. I have a box in here that I designed to be filled with treasure hunts. I've specifically stuffed it full of the damn things. Because when my kids opened up these years later, I was hoping that, you know, they'd be surprised by how many treasure hunts their dad was able to assemble. Well, I've crossed back over to my comic books now, and I love my comics again, and that was one of my first loves. So that's what I want to get back into. That's what I'm going to collect, you know, to leave to my boys. That's going to be my legacy for them, is my comic collection, because Uncle George and me have put together something really, really, really amazing here. And I have a lot of number 1s. I have everything. I'm getting, it's all looking beautiful. I'm buying tons and tons of variants and in the Marvel universe. I've got full runs though of everything in DC. So I want to continue on with my Marvel collection because that's what I've been buying, and I've been buying DC as well. But I'm trading out. I want to get rid of all my Hot Wheels, everything you see. And if you have a lifetime comic book collection and are looking to get out and maybe get into something new, maybe find something that's, these would be easy to sell. I have a feeling a lot of you are going to try and make money offers. I'm not really interested in money. I want comic books. So if you're a comic book collector out there and you've got a badass collection, well, let's put it up head to head, and I will give you my badass collection for yours. And I have a lot to offer. So I hope you do too, if you're responding to this. So here's the gold, or the glow-in-the-dark high roller. This was another one that was kind of difficult to find in the cases. I did find several of them. Here's a Triumph TR6, gold rims. Here is the Moto Wing in the military olive drab green, which wasn't really easy to find that color for me. I found a lot of the other colors, but that one in particular wasn't easy. Here's the gold and the gold. And this particular box, there's the blue. The box reflects what was, you know, in the boxes I was buying. So there's two of that guy right there. This is the guy you can take off and stick on the back of that other car we were looking at a minute ago. And then this wasn't an easy one. The armored truck, the Hot Wheels armored truck. So that is what you're going to get. And these display cases, they sit up on the bases. This base right here, I know you wouldn't think they would do it comfortably, but they do. They fit very comfortably on those bases. Here's Fozzie and his van. See, this one races really nice too. I took that one out and checked it out. And I gave it away to one of the kids at work. I just wanted to see what I was giving up. So here's the muscle-bound muscle car. This was another one that wasn't real easy to find. But when I did, I bought them. There's the 2005 Ford Mustang. Gray wheels on the front, gold wheels on the back. I don't know if that was a standard. I don't believe it was. But maybe it was. Here's the Aston Martin 177 with the stripe, racing stripe. Really nice car. Here's the 8 crate. This was not another easy one to find. And this box doesn't have a lot of vintage in it, I'm noticing. This one I bought real heavy in the 2020s, and this is one of the 2020 cases, or 2019 cases. I got very few 2021s because I focused mostly on these in 2020. So the bulk of this collection is 2020s. But I just wanted you to see what it will look like when you're going through one of these. How much fun it is to go through them, because every single slot is just, it's funny. It's like a trip down Amnesia Lane. So if you have a lifetime collection of sports cards, I guess I would consider. But what I really want is comic books. I don't want a bunch of common cards. It would have to be a true lifetime collection like what I'm offering up. And I'll trade you straight up. But I'm collecting these for my son. I got my cancer diagnosis finally, and it is what it is. So I don't know how much time I have. And this is what I've been doing. I've been saving comics for my sons now for about 2 years when I got out of sports cards. And I still love sports cards, and I probably always will. But the comic book thing really moved me when I was a kid, and it has that power as an adult, too. I'm a cover collector. I paint. I'm a painter. My wife paints, like I showed you earlier. And she does acrylics. I do oils. And we both love good artwork. And she hates comics. I can't get her into them. But, I love the covers. And I always have. And I'm a cover shopper. And I do like first appearances. A lot of times when they include them on the cover, that's really cool. This is the other Cloak and Dagger. I really like this one, too, a lot. So I did collect a bunch of these Spider-Man Maximum Venoms. I have the whole set in here in duplication. And I have heavy duplication on like Spider-Man and some of them. Here's the Chevy Blazer 4x4 Stars and Stripes edition. Here's another Stars and Stripes edition with the 68 Mercury Cougar. Kruger. I got a lot of complaints with these people, Kruger. There's another Blazer. Because they hadn't done the Blazer in a while, I kind of cornered the market, I guess, this week on the Chevy Blazer. Is that when I kept going back to the hooks, and they were there. Here's the 71 Plymouth Hemi Cuda. So I ended up buying them real heavy. Here's the 69 Dodge Charger Hot Wheels car. That was not an easy one to find either. For some reason, this was another chase car, kind of. Hot Wheels would probably tell me different, but it was very hard for me to get. Here's the Surf and Turf with the hood scoop and the surfboard on top. The clear surfboard, I might add. And that one. So I have a lot of sub Hot Wheels collectibles like these that are Hot Wheels cars. They were special sets. I have the springtime set. I think I have the whole set. I have some of the others too. There's so many different little subsets that Hot Wheels puts out that I had no idea they put out. Here is another of the Yellow Submarines. I can't tell if this one's a treasure hunt or not. I guess I'd have to check it against the guys and see which one where Ringo's bigger. But those all are treasure hunts right there, because they all have the small guys. I knew I had like 5 of the treasure hunt, and then I have like a bunch of that aren't treasure hunts. There's the duck and roll. Believe it or not, this funny little car moves really fast on the track. If you're racing with your buddies, you can piss them off with that one. So here's the surfboard variation of this one, Tokyo 2020, the games that never were. And there's another one. And another one. And there it is. I was just getting ready to say, they also released a wheelchair edition with glow-in-the-dark wheels, I thought, but I don't think they are now that I look at them. The wheelie chair, Aaron Wheels. I can't even read that, whatever that says. Fotheringham. Okay. There's another variation with the pink wheels for breast cancer. There's the other one. Is that just the same thing? Yes, it is. Okay, so I have 3 purple and 1 pink. The pink one was definitely the harder to find. And I honestly haven't even seen another one since I bought that one. So, you'll go through many hundreds of cars just to get one that you want. And that's no joke. That's part of what was so fun about doing these for this last, year and a half. I assembled this collection, but it goes back like 40 years because my uncle gave me some treasure hunts that he had saved over the years that went back into the 90s. I got some from another friend that went back into the 90s, and then I collected all of the 2020, 2021, and 2019, 18, 17, 16, and 15 treasure hunts. I'm pretty sure I went back pretty heavy on those years. And then there were other years that I got, the cool one. There were other years that I got that were just a total surprise because I got them out of one of these international cases or one of the 72 count boxes. There's the blue and the red. There's also, I believe, a black. And there that one is again. And here is the Mod Rod this year. This was not an easy one to get. This one was another one. I opened many thousands of cars to get to that one. Pretty cool. Boom. There's the gunmetal Mod Rod. Gunmetal gray. There's the other, let me just solve it. This one's red. Mod Rod with gold wheels. 55 Nomad. So I got a lot of the old cars too. The 50s and like the Gassers and those. I love those. So like I went real hard on those whenever I saw them. This box is, I don't want to say underwhelming because there is a lot of cool stuff in it, but I was hoping this was going to be one of the boxes that was really heavy with treasure hunts. It is, but I like the box where every other one was a treasure hunt. So I got that one. I got the Super Van with the King. I'm just a boy. Here's the Chill Mill. So you can see that, and then here's the ice cream truck for this year. So there was some vintage that was beginning to leak in on this box, but this box is mostly 2020 and 2019 and 2021s, it looks like. There's another 05 Ford Mustang. There's the Turbone Charged with the skeleton in chrome. Looks like it's coming up out of the hot rod. There's the Octane RC car looking one. Here's the Fangster. So I got some really good ones in here. I started to say in 2000, I bought my son, Eddie, Hot Wheels. He was a 2000 baby. So in 2000, 2001, I went bonkers. I bought him probably 300 Hot Wheels. And the one year at Christmas, I sold a story to Larry Flint, yes, of Hustler fame. And I got $100 for it in a check signed with Rainbow Ink, Larry Flint. And I wanted to frame it because it was kind of special. I sent him a letter and I said, here you go, and I'm giving you this, yada yada yada. And I got a letter back that told me to send in a bunch more. And I never did, but I just needed Christmas money. So I got $100, it was custom auto, and I bought at 2 for $1 at Walmart that year, and I bought $100 worth of Hot Wheels. I got every 200 Hot Wheels. And by the end of Christmas Day, he was so tired of opening Hot Wheels. The joke was, at the end of the day, I said, Eddie, look, there's a box over there by the Christmas tree. And he went over and looked, and he goes, there is. And he pulled it out and opened it up, and it was all Hot Wheels. And he goes, more stupid Hot Wheels. He was so sick of Hot Wheels by the end of that day. But he had a master collection that he played with for years and years to come. Pieces of it anyway. Whatever didn't get thrown away in moves and stuff. There's a 68 Dodge Dart, or passed along, you know, to his brothers, because they played with hand-me-downs, you know, just like we did. That's a really nice Mazda RX-7 too. So every slot is the Indy, because they said they wanted more Indy cars, so they finally listened. There's a couple different Indy cars kind of in here. The high-tech missile, I really like these glow-in-the-dark ones too. The art colors are really cool. And that's kind of, you know, what it is. It is what it is. So you're going to get 9 boxes of these. Some boxes are going to be real heavy with vintage. Some are going to be real heavy with treasure hunts. And within all of those boxes mixed up are the super treasure hunts. And I got the Corvette one. I'll tell you that now. I know I got about 4 of them, but there could be as many as 6 or 7, because every time I've seen them, I've bought them. And basically that's what I'm offering. So you're going to get 9 custom-made, handmade boxes that go back to the 1990s of Hot Wheels, as well as first-year Premier Premium black display cases that are loaded down with product already. So you really have a head start if you're getting started on collecting the super premiums. That's like getting the rookie year, getting in on the bottom floor. So I'm giving you a really good deal here. And there are the Hot Wheels boxes. I have several of them. I'll give you different styles, and you can pack them how you will. And I'll throw those in on the deal too. You better come with a truck, and you'll probably need a truck anyway to move your comic books. But if you've got a lifetime comic collection, and like I said, I'd consider a card collection if it's full of, you know, Willie Mays and Hank Aaron and stuff, because really, I mean, I got a lot of money here, and I want to trade these straight up. So if you have a lifetime collection of comic books, you need to get a hold of me if you're interested.